And I want you to know that just a few moments ago, I discussed with him what language should I employ. And I finally decided there's only one proper language, neither English, nor Yiddish, nor Hebrew, nor Russian. What language? The language of Lubavitch. A very special language. And we see it here today. I want you to know, dear friends, this is not like any other Hanukkah. This is a Hanukkah not of Bayomim Moheim, of miracles that happened in a long time ago, but a Hanukkah of Bazman Hazeh, a miracle of our time. What else would you call it? When you see in our Baruch Hashem, what Mr. Rabbi Hershel Okino and his co-workers and his family, Mr. Lieberman and others, have out of thin air created such a magnificent miracle. What greater miracle is there today? I say to the Jews who come from Russia, what greater miracle that in a country where 25 years ago the name of God could not be mentioned, and today is a place where Torah is learned and practiced by grown-up children, up, down, all the span of life. Is that not a miracle of our times? Not a miracle of the past, it's a miracle of the present. And now to have this groundbreaking service, breaking ground, that's Lubavitch. Breaking ground everywhere, not only literally, but figuratively. Breaking ground all over the world. Just saw on the screen that Chabad house everywhere throughout the world, but something is very special. Very special today, Mr. Chairman. Very special. And what's that? That all this is happening after a terrible disaster that happened in this Chabad in India, in Mumbai, only 2 weeks ago. Any other people would give up in despair. If this could happen in our time, in the midst of so much democracy and freedom, so-called buildings and everything else that constitutes modern life, and such a thing could happen as happened in Mumbai, you say it's time to give up. No, but that's not the language of Lubavitch. And I want to be very brief to tell you that after the first Hanukkah occurred, after the very first Hanukkah occurred, it says in our prayers, Ve'achar kein, bo vonecho, vidvir beisacho. After the battle was over on the battlefield, and there was military victory, after that, they came, vidvir beisacho, to the synagogue, to the Jewish school, to the sanctuary, to restore its earlier magnitude and its earlier greatness. And that is what we are doing today. It is impossible to speak on this Hanukkah without taking into account that it occurs a short time after what happened in Mumbai. And after such a time, energy, greater energy, and right away they are building and rebuilding Rabbi side. This is what you are a part of. Those of us who came here today to this groundbreaking ceremony should understand it's a historic moment, for it demonstrates that all over the world, including Brighton Beach, which was written off as a community where you cannot do very much, and what Rabbi Okino, the Lieberman, and their friends and workers have accomplished here, the children's choir, with Mr. Rukiter, and a number of other people who are involved in making the place alive. People don't believe when they hear about it, when they pass by, when they see what has been accomplished. Bad weather, not bad weather, is the language of Lubavitch. Rabbi Sai, I invite you to learn a new language, not Russian, not Hebrew, not Yiddish, not French, but the language of Lubavitch. It's a language of deeds, of accomplishments, and you can see it all over the world. May God grant us the understanding and the vision to appreciate the great accomplishments that the Rebbe of Lubavitch in Crown Heights sat in a small little building there in 770. And from there he revolutionized the Jewish world to make people interested, not only in talking about Jews in general, but Jews in Shabbos, Jews of tefillah, Jews of a mikveh, Jews of charity, Jews of kindness, Jews of passion and compassion. Rabbi David, this is what you are here about. Take advantage of the this historic opportunity and lend your helping hand. Look around, all the cost that is involved here in doing what they are doing, but they are not doing it, you are doing it, for we are all learning the language of Lubavitch. The Achar Kei is important. What happens after the battle is important. The Achar Kei Bo'u V'necho. And that's what we are doing now. After Mumbai, India, new Botei Chabad have gone up all over the world as an answer to everyone. Am Yisrael, Chai! The Jewish people is alive and will be alive as an eternal people, as the chosen people of God, as a people who will lead mankind, all mankind, to decency, to humanity, to compassion, and all because the Rebbe, the Lubavitcher Rebbe, sat behind us, a desk in an Eastern Parkway, and from there he directed his magnificent soldiers, Tzias Hashem, and others who are in service, the Shluchim, all over the world. Rabbi David, become part of it. Start speaking the language of Lubavitch. For God has granted us a language not only of words, but of deeds. Not only of rebuilding buildings, but rebuilding people. And only with that kind of strength and determination and dedication, as demonstrated here in Brighton Beach, can we expect Bezrat Hashem, the great new and final redemption of our people in the Holy Land, the Klal Yisrael, in Bias Moshiach, it's King Amen.